Hi Cancer, this is Jess with your May 2020 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Some of you, well, first, money looks spectacular. Wow. You guys are doing really, really well. Some of you are able to drop a job or one way that you make money, because another way could be self-employment is doing so well. All systems are go now. So if you've been on hold with getting your product, dealing with vendors, merchants, that sort of thing, looks like things are moving forward now. And things will really be on an uptake around your birthday season, which is the end of June going into July. But you guys should know that. Proposals right now may be a bit on hold. So if you're trying to make a proposal, offers received or given, that may be a little bit challenging at this time, but you are doing well financially. Some of you may have gotten some kind of an aid, assistance, whatever this is. It looks like really good money, or you guys are just doing really well all on your own, like really, really well. It could also be an inheritance of some sort. Some of you may have decided to go buy you a new car. Treat yourself is what it looks like to me. Stable, especially if you're a Cancer woman, you are stable to where you can hold people down. And some people may refute that and say, well, no, I'm not in the best mood. I'm not in the best place. But again, some effort can kind of change things around for some of you who may be struggling financially. There's some thoughts of possibly moving on to a new type of position or job, or making some different changes in your own business is what it looks like to me. Your formula looks really, really good. You may have a few things that may not be selling, or it's not worth you promoting or putting the energy and effort in. So I do see a lot of editing if you have your own business, seeing what works, or realizing, especially during the trials we've been going through, you're realizing what has and hasn't worked. And so your energy may shift in where you put your focus. And again, probably making new developments when it comes to business strategy and product service is what it looks like to me. So that looks really good. You may not be home right now. Some of you could be in and out. Somebody could be in and out of your house. But I do feel that you guys are pretty optimistic, but there's still little worries about, when's the next shoe gonna drop. Some of you may be thinking about that, but right now money seems to be on the up, and there's even more money to come. So if you have your own business, you're doing okay. You will get more volume coming down the line. Is what it looks like this particular week. Going into next week, there's be more volume coming your way. And I do feel like a lot of you are protecting what you have, protecting what you own, protecting what is yours. Is what it looks like to me. There could be people coming back around. It could be family, friends, people familiar to you coming around wanting a piece of the pie. And I feel like it's going to be a big fat no. Big fat no. And you're guarded against all things. So there's that. Also, if there's chargebacks, if you may have to do chargebacks, or there's chargebacks with your business, you may be finding a way so that doesn't happen as much or at all. Like changing your complete policy so that people aren't able to get away with the switch and bait, or bait and it's called bait and switch, right? They take the product and then they just say, I never had it, and that sort of thing. But that's a moral issue with that person, and usually it comes back to them tenfold. So nobody really gets away with anything. Some of you trying to decide, where am I putting the children? Do I put them in camp? What do I do with the children? That's a lot of that's your thoughts. And I do feel for some of you, wherever you live, depending on where you live, there may not even be a decision to make. It's being made for you. You can't. They're not. So you guys are going to find out, can you move forward with children? What's going to be the next moves and steps when it comes to children? And I do feel like some of you may have mixed feelings. You're wanting them to go, and you could be fighting that stance. I want this to open. I want this to do . Or no, I don't want them. They're not going to do, and you need to help me so that I can keep them protected. There's like, I keep getting a stance, a protest, or some kind of needing to protect what's yours, needing to protect what you feel is right is what it looks like to me. It may get a little sticky this week or going into next week because, again, you have to kind of defend something. And so amicable niceties may go out the window for a little bit. I see you going to parties and functions. So you're going to parties and functions. You're finally able to go travel to see friends, family. And you're feeling really good. You may have, you may spend a little bit of money on that and be happy to do it. Like, yeah, I'm going to make up for all of this time I couldn't do A, B, and C, pretty myself up, buy me some clothes, go here, buy me this and that. So you guys are really, I feel spending money and just really enjoying yourself is what it looks like. And if you get some kickback, I do feel like people are not going to expect the fact that you're going to kick right back. Like if someone criticizes you, they're going to get right back with what they're giving to you. People could be trying to come back around that you may have had a discord with, a fallout, wanting to apologize, wanting to work things out. It could be you, it could be someone else, but I don't feel like it's going to go the way they're expecting. Okay, at least not right now. June could be a different subject where someone is a little bit more like they just need to calm down a bit. First, they need to curse someone out, or they need to let you know how you made them feel. Then, once they get it out, then you guys may be able to talk. Love, Cancer singles. Well, you want love. You want commitment. You want something real. You don't want any play or, you know, foolishness as you may look at it now. Or you can just stay single. It's like, listen, I'm okay. I can take care of myself. I definitely know how to take care of me. But, I want what I want. I want it to be real. I don't want to play any games. Hell, I went through enough in my last relationship, and I'm kind of not interested in half-ass relationships. Well, that's what you're attracting. That's what's out there. A lot of fair weather relationships where people are just enjoying each other, don't want anything too heavy. You could definitely meet somebody if you're putting yourself out there, especially if you're attending functions and stuff like that. You're definitely are able to meet people. But I feel that it's not really going anywhere. It's not going to really go anywhere because what you want, people are not and on that same level right now. I do see, though, a lot of opportunities to meet people and possibly be friends. But it's the kind of thing where it's like some of you are over your friends, like your girlfriends or your social crowd. You're kind of starting to feel like I need to change my crowd, or I need to change my setting, or I need to make some adjustments because they're not cutting it. I'm tired of doing A, B, and C and expecting that I'm going to find a good quality person if I keep hanging at a bar. Bars could be a perfectly fine place to meet someone, but you know what I mean? If you're going places where it promotes more of a lax social connection, then that may not be what you're interested in any longer. So people still want to go out, hang out. Yeah, let's go here and like, no, I did it. I had my fun. I'm not interested in every weekend. Now I'm running the streets or I'm burning the tires ball or, you just like, no, I'm fine. I want something a little bit more with substance. And plus you probably want to save some money because some of you may have spent a great deal of money. So I do see, again, newfound relationships, or you single cancers kind of putting yourself out there. You're not necessarily going to get what you're looking for. There's definitely people that are interested in you, but you may take one look at them and say, no, thank you, next. No. And you may do this like 3, 4, 5, hell, 6 times to where you're very pleasant and no, and somebody looks your way, you don't even look their way, to where it can get kind of it get a little nasty. So be careful with that, Cancer, but you do know what you want. That's for sure. And it's like a person has to show up very specific now. They can't look like someone familiar. They can't act like someone familiar. They can't be the run of the mill. Like, you need something extraordinary. Okay. Couples. Well, sex may not be the biggest thing on the menu between you and your mate, but I do feel like the two of you have a more healthy relationship. Some of you could have recently moved with your mate, made some adjustments, went to see your mate, that sort of thing. And it's now like, okay, good. This is what we needed. Now you're okay. Your mate is quite happy. Even if it costs money, even if it was something you guys kind of let go of, you dropped it. And it's like now you guys are either making up or You had to kind of close the gap between this distance between you and your person. And it's like, now we can work things out because we're face to face. Now we have the date. This is when we're going to do A, B, and C. And for all of you, it'll be different. But there's still some things that you kind of have to work out in this relationship. Now, for others of you, there could have been some type of severance of a relationship. You may not be talking to this person right now. You may have tried to reason with them, and it could be quite difficult. Someone reasoning with you or vice versa. And if this is a situation, now for some of you, this could be a third party. For some of you, could be. And somebody could have stood their ground and said, you know what, I'm not going to be put in this type of situation. You're married, you're in a relationship, fine. But then it's like either that person comes back to try to woo you and convince you, or you go back to try to talk to them and try to be we're just friends. I was just checking on them. I was just, And so if you think that the two of you are going to be, the three is going to turn to two, no. Somebody is going to defend their right to have their options left open and have you as an option. Okay? Because this person, you may have somebody in your life where they're satisfied with things, how things are. Either their mate doesn't complain and, it's kind of like unspoken, or you. It could be you of this situation here. But I do feel that there's going to be some type of a forgiveness, or someone asking for forgiveness, or someone wanting to offer their love to you, or vice versa, as I said. And then there's some frustrations around that and needing to overcome it, and overcome this situation to see if the two of you can balance the situation out. Again, there's a lot. There could be someone that's keeping their options open. Somebody that right now isn't making a whole bunch of moves, or won't be. Some of you would just be completely blocked from your person. It's nothing you could do about it. It's just the energies around you that's going to be blocked. Some of you need to or want to see your person. You want to physically be next to them. And it's something about being physically next to somebody that's going to change everything. Okay. Messages are coming in, guys. Messages are going to come in. I feel into the second week, so not this week, going into next week or the following week. There's going to be some messages coming in that's going to really change something. So for those of you who are in committed relationships, if there's been dramas or issues, or having to kind of make major decisions about where do we go from here, that's coming up next week. It could be this week, but next week into the following week, definitely coming up. And the two of you are going to be making some drastic changes to this relationship. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship. What's going to happen? How do they feel about you? What do they want to tell you down the side? What secrets are they keeping from you? What are they challenged by when it comes to you? What will their actions be, and how do they see you? And ultimately, what's going to be the outcome of your relationship? Now, again, this is a general guide, so keep that in mind. And we're going to look at Aries to Pisces. How do they feel? So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. If you'd like to share, do so in that comment section below. And if you would like something personal with me, click the link to my website. You can set something up for yourself. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Cancer.